So anyway, now we start the actual game. Yeah, I want to redo this district right here. I think it's absolute butt ugly, awful dog ass. Mostly because I think every road is the exact same size. Every road's the exact same size except for... No, actually they are. Every road is the exact same size. And I think that's just terrible. I think we need to have some alleyways for sure. I think the first thing that we're... Yeah, like what the fuck is this right here? This weird ass little bend that we got going on? Hold on. Get out of here, Chirper. This? What? Fuck no. Fuck no. So we're gonna displace a lot of people real fast. We're gonna get rid of them. I think we're gonna take it in sections as well to make better decisions, right? We're gonna make better decisions. I don't know if I want this coming off of the roundabout anymore. I think now that we have pretty... How is traffic flow looking? Traffic has slowed down a ton since most of our industry is way over there. And most people are going to be coming through here to get down to these further areas where there's more commercial. So I don't even think I need a roundabout here anymore. I think I can get rid of that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the roundabout. So let's fix that. Let's well bam, we'll get rid of this. Big ass loop-de-loop. Get rid of that and that and that. Okay. Move the water tower over. Move the water tower over. I would rather connect this road directly into this. So I think what we're going to do that is grab the tree line, bring it out another 20 units. Oh shit, I forgot I changed all the trees to palms. Okay. So let's go grab the palm. Well, bam, well, bam. There we go. We need to connect. Hold on, sorry, my back is killing me. I gotta get adjusted. We need to get these 6 lanes down to 4 lanes, which is not difficult. We just need to make sure that we don't have any odd speed limit changes that make the traffic like stutter as it comes in. They need to be able to just roll. And so I'm pretty sure the speed limit that I have set, we'll set speed limits in a second. We can just change it per road. It's not that big of a deal. So we need a 2-lane one-way with grass median. Or grass sides. Something like that. And now we will use the move it to make these nodes bigger. So let's grab node controller. Do 150%. That should be fine. Something like that. And let's straighten this up. Can we make this... Yeah, I guess we can. It just doesn't look great. It just doesn't look great at all. What is the issue here? How do I need to go about fixing this? I need this to not look like that. That looks terrible. Okay, let's... I guess I would just tee this off I would connect these two and then tee this off into it and just make sure that they could only go one direction. One direction. So we will road guidelines come out 10 units. Go up 4 units. And we will connect that back. Okay, so now it's straight. And then what we'll do is grab this and just... Okay. Can we... Can I spread this out? No, because the nodes don't want to work now. Okay, so they're just fucking me silly. This is the only thing that City Skylines 2 does better than 1, and it's that you can just connect lanes to lanes. There's no issues. Okay, so let's do 10 unit. Three unit. Three unit and back. And that should allow us to connect. Fuck. Okay. 3 unit. Back. Now I can take this one and connect it to that corner. I might have cooked. I might have gotten it. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're working on it. Let's first move this over. Move this over. Holy shit, hey, that's close enough. That's close enough. Maybe we allow this? Maybe this isn't bad. What the fuck? There we go. Damn, this shit is so buns. Okay. This shit is so buns, dude. Okay, let's tap in here. If it works, it works. It does. But like, I've been doing so good, I feel like, at making the city somewhat pretty. And this is like grinding my gears in a way that it shouldn't. This is just... Okay, calm down. It's all right. Fuck it, you know? It's okay. Let's just do the classic. We'll just do the classic. Something like that. Node controller is exactly what I need here, but I'm too fucking holy shit, and it just works. It just works. I was about to say I'm just too geeked, but I'm not. I'm not geeked. Oh fuck, I am. What? Oh, it's shift. Okay, hold on. I need stretch. I need that shit stretched. There we go. Okay. Do I just give up on this? I really don't like. It's okay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Move this node out a little bit. Move that node out a little bit. Oh, I fucking did it. Okay. Fuck. Holy shit, man. You want to talk about some shit pissing me off. We finally did it. We finally did it. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now we can just connect and then just straighten this shit out right here. Straighten this shit out right here. Oh shit. It's like I'm a fucking you know? It's like I'm a genius. It's almost like. And shit still looks fucking awful. Let me think about this. Okay, so if you're coming into the city, you want to get filtered in. Just straight in, right? Like you don't want all this curvy nonsense, right? You just want to keep going in. If you're leaving the city, this shit is so buns. Okay. I swear I'm better at this game than this. I just don't know how to use the fucking node controller mod to do what I want. Let's retry it one more time. Let's retry it just one more time. So we want 2-lane, one-way. And we want that to connect in. Yeah, because we just want these two nodes to just come together. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but then we also want these two nodes to connect together. Okay. Node control. It's like it doesn't know that it needs just... All right, 2-lane, one way. You're gonna be the priority child. Okay, you're gonna come in like this, and then you're gonna 3 units, 2 units, 2 units, 3 units, and then you're gonna go back straight right there, and then this 4-lane just gonna connect in. What the? Okay, that's what we're gonna leave it as, okay? Because it ain't perfect, but that's definitely better, for sure. For sure. Okay. Okay. For sure. Okay. Hey. That's better. That's better. Hey. We rock with this. Can we delete this node? Huh? Oh, good deal. We can just move it back. Oh, fantastic. Hold on. Let's continue this. Okay. So now this is better for sure. This is better. Okay. Get rid of these crosswalks because there's nobody walking out here. All right. Okay, we did it, fellas. We did it. Make this a little bit more gradual. That looks pretty gradual. Okay, and now you take the lane tool, not that tool, this tool, you come here and you go, you can only go there, and you can only go there, and you can only go there, and you can only go there. Because there should never be a reason that you come all the way down this way to not go into the city. If you need to go into the city, go into the city and clog it up there. Don't clog it up right here. I mean, I guess they could. I guess they could clog it up a little bit. Whatever. Whew. All right, fellas. How do we feel about this? Is this better? I feel like this is better. For sure, this is better. And then we throw a little water tower right in the middle. And we push it back a little bit, though. Push it back a little bit and then put some bushes in front. Something like that. Something like this. Okay, okay. Throw a little palm in it. Yes, sir. Okay. So much better. That shit is so much better. Okay. See, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's good. That's good. Let's put a water tower in my water tower. No, let's not do that. Let's put one over here by Dino Bone Park. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, okay. So now we can actually start with this. This road no longer needs to exist. Go over here if you need to exit for industry. Let's unzone this bit of commercial. It's not necessary. And get rid of it. And then get rid of this fuck-ass road. And get rid of this fuck-ass road. Get rid of those buildings. Good deal. Okay, so what I would like to do is carry this road right here. I'd like to carry it across and up, and then maybe have an intersection right here. And I like to grid out this area. I like it to just be more of a grid similar to this zone with like residential, commercial, residential again. I like this. I like this setup. These people are going to come this way and then exit. These people are going to come this way and then exit. And then if you're just trying to get to your house, then you get out of the way. Or you would skip this entirely and you'd go up here and then go to here. This is perfect. This is perfect. I need more of that right here. So let's just unzone all of this. Because it's like, I'm not a fan of this area already. I don't like it. This is going to hurt our population a little bit. But not a ton, I don't think. And then we'll keep the service buildings because we'll just need to relocate them. What are you guys? Housing? Get rid of that. Okay, cool. And then we'll also get rid of the roads. Because, like I said, I'm not happy with the road layout here. And normally I wouldn't be down to do all this deleting. I'd normally just say, like, you know, that's one of the older parts of the city, we should keep it. But I had built it in mind for deleting it. Like, I didn't like the way it was laid out. So let's get rid of that. We're gonna try and maintain these parks, I think. Not this one. Because it's just trees. We're going to maintain this triangle, though. I like it. Okay. Roadways. I want a... Is it like a... I guess this is the medium density. Yeah, medium road. I don't really want to connect it with a 4-lane. I feel like the 4-lane is more of our like, main road. We'll just do the 2-lane. Do a 2-lane with no median. With grass. So I want to come out to about... Actually, I'd like this area to be a little curvier. So we're going to come out 20 units, down 10, and then down 5, and over 10. And I'd like this area to be pretty straight. Get rid of this as well. There. There. And then we'll turn it again. I don't know if that's straight or not. It might be. Yeah, it's straight. Okay, cool. Bring it over to about here. And then something like that. Fantastic. Okay, so that's what I want as my main layout. And then we'll do a grid this direction, following this edge. And we'll have another main split road that goes through here as well. But it's going to be tree lined to show that it's a little bit more important, I guess, because that's where most of our services are going to be off the edge of. And since most of our services are going to be down there, we also want most of our commercial down there as well. Let's do some spacing. That'll probably be fine. Yeah, that'll work as well. Okay. So we need to have a main road that comes down. Something like that. And then a straight road. Easy. Much better. We'll have to redo the bus stops. That'll be okay though. Alright, so now we can grab our alleyway, the 2-lane alleyway. And we will do some sections like this. Let's get rid of zoning for these. Yes. Get rid of that zoning. Same with down here. Get rid of that. Don't do zoning in the curve. Don't do zoning on the curve. Don't do zoning there. Yeah, that should be fine. No zoning. And no zoning. Good deal. Don't do zoning on that back edge either. Yeah, because then I'll have a tree line that runs this. That'll be fine. Okay, and now our alleyways. Let's see, about right there. Yeah. Okay, and we're using this just as a spacer road, just so we know about where to put our alleyways. There we go. Cool. And then we will disconnect that. Honestly, that'll be fine. I don't want as long of rows as I was doing over here. I don't think I broke them up. Yeah, I think the blocks on these are a bit too long. I think I'd like this shorter block style. So that'll be fine. And then we'll go back to doing these, but I want them to instead turn and go up this direction. And that'll connect there. Nice. And then this will start our blocks in this direction. I want the... I want that to function. Yeah, and then we'll connect this down like that. Cool. And we'll have them come up to about right here. And this can go through I don't want that connection, because I'd rather there be a little bit more commercial and stuff right here to the center of this. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah, I think this works. Okay, so we're gonna have to work on our zoning just a tad to make sure that everything zones correctly. But this is pretty much the layout that I want. We're gonna put another park over here in this corner. Maybe expand this current park over into just more of this area. I think just trees right here will be fine. A park down here, or maybe services. No, I definitely want services over here. And then maybe a little front line this with like commercial and a key. I think that should be perfect. I think that should be just fine. Let's do some zoning updating. So areas that I don't want zoned are these connector routes. I don't want the connector routes to be zoned. Okay. And then because of the way that this looks right here, I don't want this set of road to be zoned. I don't want this alley to be zoned either. Yep, because I'd rather that be commercial space. I just want this area. I don't want both sides. Okay, when in doubt, crop it out. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and put in a prop right against the road, and its entire job is just to get rid of the ability to zone on that side of the street. That's its whole goal. Okay. I don't want zoning over here. And ideally, I don't want zoning on these roads either. Yeah, I don't want that zoned either, so that works out. Why does this look like this? There we go. Cool. I don't want this road to be zoned. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I don't want that to be zoned either. I think that's about it, fellas. I think that's about it for this location. Maybe like a little frontage path or something, but I think really just keeping that straight and maybe keying this whole area. So this whole like big bay area is kind of keyed in. Maybe not that island, but definitely right here, I think. And then I'd like to, since this is the road with the trees on it, I think I'd like to bridge over, have a little mini bridge right here where maybe an interchange right here could dump out onto I don't really think residential belongs there. Maybe if we get some pretty high commercial demand, we could put commercial, have like a mall right here. Because I think that's also realistic in the way that if you're driving down the interstate and you see a mall versus having a mall like tucked way off the interstate, you want it to be accessible, right? Because malls are not going to be something that your out of towners would go into the city for. They would get off the interstate. If they don't live here, there's no reason for them to go deeper. They want to get to the mall and get back in the interstate and keep going. So yeah, maybe like a very large commercial district can go right there. Yeah, that sounds good. And a little bridge connecting over. So we need medical. Put down a little medical area. Fire. Put down a fire station across from the park. I feel like that feels correct. Police station. And the little heart of the city. Feels right. Schooling. Let's do schooling out on this edge. And honestly, this could be the first location that gets a university. No, I don't think Gold needs a university. Not yet, at least. Parks and everything are good. Do we have any cool things that we could put? Let's do the tax office. I feel like we need some sort of, like decently sized building. Does the tax office do anything? Civil servants work tirelessly to optimize taxes. Yeah, whatever. We can put that there. That's fine. The oppression office. I don't think we want that. Floating gardens? That's pretty cool. Thief Fortress. Okay. We got lots of options here, fellas. Expo Center. Ooh, that'll be something that we have. Oh, that could be kind of cool over here. Big expo zone. That wouldn't be bad. So is that everything? That's medical, fire, police, schooling. Where you still have the bus stops. We have parks. We could go in and factor in a couple parks while we're here. A little botanical garden wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be a bad gig. Little Japanese thing. Put that right there. That's good. I like that. Yeah, actually, I think that's good. Let's start zoning. I think I want to have some mixed density. I want to have a little bit of low density on the edge, and I think I'd like to have medium density lining this main street. Yeah, or maybe like some little apartments in this area. I'm okay with that. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this. Something. And then a 4 and a 4. And then we'll put another low density right there. I think I want to extend the medium density out into this area. Yep. we'll go ahead and extend it all the way up. Yes, okay, I'm liking that. Liking that, and then we'll surround it with more low density. Hold on. These areas are taking up some of my prime real estate here. There we go. It's a little better. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay. So now... There we go. Keep zoning. We're going to do low density near the entrance. Something like that. Cool. Do more low density right across from these. And then, honestly, this wouldn't be a bad spot for commercial. Do low density commercial there. Yeah, that works. Cool, and I'm leaving a little bit of space between the houses because I want to have pathway between them. And then on this main strip right here, I want more commercial. Even though this would be a good spot to have like the high density housing placed right here. Most of your people who are going to be like walking, students. We don't have a university. That wouldn't make sense. We'll do more commercial. Something like that. I'm okay with that. That's going to be a park area. Okay, that's mostly zoned out. I don't really think I want a whole lot up there. Maybe like a little corner store down here near the end. Something like that. I don't really want a whole lot over there. And then this edge, I want mostly high density along this riverfront. High density apartments. Yeah, something like that. Same with down here. We'll do another set of 4. Yeah, because that's not connected. Yeah, something like that. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go ahead and let that run. We'll let that start growing. Now this road's not connected. There's that. Okay, so everything is connected now. Yes, we'll start letting all that grow up. The bus stop. Yeah, we need to do the buses. Can we see the bus lines, please? Okay, I guess we'll just redraw the bus lines since they're not functioning anymore. All right, I'm gonna want... Alright, so now they have a bus line. We'll do another bus line that feeds from this half of the district over to this half of the district. Okay, so now this line is going to go over to this line. And then we will have a bus that goes from this road kind of just around Taco Tickle in town. Yep. And then we'll have another one that goes from here. Bit of a shorter loop. And then we'll probably have one that just runs the full width of all of this. Yeah. Okay, so now we also have bus lines that go around all this area. Let's just see how this area looks, you know, once it starts actually growing up. Because we still need to put parkway paths through it, and we still need to put fence decorations and trees. And we just need to decorate it, really. We just need to keep decorating it. So this is much better. This is much better. We're going to sit here for just a second. I need to check some things. Cool. I kind of just want to watch this grow so we can put it in 2x speed since we typically play in 1x. We're going to throw it in 2x and just look. Things are growing. They definitely want more commercial demand. So that mall idea is not too far from what I think we should do. As well as, I don't feel like it'd be all that crazy. This is definitely looking a lot better. This is definitely looking a lot better. We now have this grid sort of laid out, that sort of laid out. These roads really could be a little tighter, a little better laid out, but I'm not worried about Taco Tickling Town. It's okay. It's not perfect, but it's definitely better than Gold District was. So once this starts to grow up, we are going to start working on this side of Gold District. And I think this road right here, I think I want it to go over. I need it to get across here, but I don't want to interrupt this flow of traffic. So I'm thinking it's going to go up and over. And what'll probably end up happening is this road will get deleted, this little section right here, so this can have a slower up and over kind of vibe. That'll probably be what we do. Much better. Oh, this is turning out much better. And then New Balton. And then eventually we'll have Dix Longley that comes up and over here. And then you know, we'll have to have like we need to like get a direction that we want to start calling things. So I'm thinking we'll call this like West Heddingston, West Headville. You know, we're gonna put the head here so it's dick and balls. Yeah. Cool. That's building up nicely. This kind of has the density that I want this area to have. Even if it might be a little tall. It might be a little tall, but I think it works. I really want the buildings to be this height rather than this height. And I guess technically I could go through and manually make sure that that happens. Twin Towers? We definitely can have a Twin Towers area somewhere. Wherever we put our like main city center, which I really think is going to end up being right here. I think it's going to be right there. Our main like skyline, I think is going to be right there. I haven't really... What the fuck is happening? I haven't really like looked around at the rest of the map. Back there wouldn't be bad either. I kind of want it to be centralized. Go away, Chirper. Back there wouldn't be bad. Long, nice, round. I don't guess having a city center right through here would be bad on each side of the rail and have the railway be like a central part of the city. But it looks like that rail line. Oh no, it doesn't end. It goes through. Oh, but it ends right here. Oh, really? No, it doesn't. It goes out of the city. Okay. I was gonna say, as long as this rail line is not like industrial use only, and it does have some residential, not residential, but like commercial aspect to it, we could build our city center right here. I know I wanted to put industrial right here, but having a rail having a rail line that goes through the center of the city could be kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's expand Gold District right here. Since we do now have rail, let's add... Oh, can I still not put train tracks down? Oh, I have to put a train station, okay. Cargo train terminal or the train station? I think we want this to be a cargo train terminal. Put it about right. Chiang. Perfect. If we get rid of that... Can we just do like this? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. I really want to turn this around, but I think that's okay for now. Yeah. Maybe putting a little bit of forestry out here so I feel like I can feel like it's a little bit cleaner than just this industrial smog filth that we got going on. Because I really don't like this. Why is the grass purple? Why is the grass purple? I hate that. It's awful. We got the Simpsons nuclear waste episode where the frogs got like all the eyeballs. Anyway, okay. So our residential demand is skyrocketing right now. Because we don't have any... We don't have much more. We could put something there. Whoa. We could put something here. You can get a neighbor. You can get a neighbor. All of you people. Neighbors. Oh shit, somebody died. Booyah. Let's give these people neighbors, neighbors, and neighbors. Yeah, that's probably good. Across the street neighbors. Next door neighbors. Yeah. Okay. We'll have to decorate that once we get finished with this next section of Gold District. So I know for a fact I definitely do want this to come up and over. The single connection point is not enough. I need to have another connection point down here. Even if it's not to the main road, there's just no reason that all of these people need to be filtered through this single road right here into this single intersection right here. There's no point in that. Especially once we start getting more industrial traffic. I might keep the industry right here pretty small. Pretty small industry. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get rid of this current industry. Get rid of it. The only things that I want to keep are... I want to keep 2 of these recycling centers over here to service this area and a little bit of this area, and I'd like to put a recycling center over here as well, which I already think I have one. I have the large recycling center. How are we doing on trash? We're doing fantastic on trash. Let's get rid of let's get rid of 2 of these. How does that have us on trash? Good enough. I think that's good enough. Let's move one of these recycling centers just next to the rail yard. No, just over here. That works. And then let's move another recycling center. How filthy is the recycling center? What kind of filth does it produce? Actually, the large recycling center is much better. Let's do that, and then let's sell these. That works. How are we doing on trash? Plenty. How are we doing on power? Plenty, but most of our power is currently coming from these coal plants. Yeah, I want to get rid of that. That's not ideal. Let's erect geothermal power. Yeah, let's do geothermal power. And I want to kind of have this be like a industrial. I want it to stay a little bit of an industrial area. I just want it to be a cleaner industrial area. So how much do these produce? 40 megawatts. So there's 120 megawatts right there total. And this produces 80. So I place that down. I can get rid of at least 2 of these. Worth. Okay. We're actually still doing good. We can get rid of this. Maybe we put down 2 of these geothermals. That might not be bad. Something like that. And then we'll move it a little bit. So it kind of sits like that. I like that. It's a much bigger body, as well as this. This feels like a much bigger industrial complex than it was. Let's surface paint some concrete. Make this zone feel a little bit more industrial. You know, the big concrete pad. Cool. And now that we have Rico working, we can actually put down, you know, decorations like these little cargo boxes and stuff. So that's fantastic. We can now over here and go props, industrial props. See? Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, that's good. What is this? Just another container. Little tanks. Different kind of tank. That feels like that fits right there. These tanks. Let's do a line mode. Nope. I like the way that looks. Kind of like a propane facility. I kind of like that. It's solar panels? It is. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Dumpster. I feel like it's right to have dumpsters around here. A little pile of trash. Cool. And then let's fence all this off with the... Do I like the amusement park fence? What does that look like? Do we like the red? Black? Suburban fence. No, I want you to be able to like see through it. Oil industry fence. I don't want ore industry. I don't want any of the wooden looking fences. Yeah, I guess I like the oil industry fence the most. Let's see. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of snatch all this in like that. And then we will have a dedicated entrance. Feel like maybe this right here. Nope. Okay, wrong thing. And this will kind of come in like that. There we go. There you go, and you gotta think that maybe one of these opens up, or like you gotta go in the building right there. That keeps people out of this zone. And then... maybe we'll do the same thing over here. Actually, no, we won't. We will cover these parking spots up. Like they're not there. There you go. And then we'll have, what's it called? Find it. I need low density. I need a police building, because that's the one I want. No, it's not. Is it? I actually don't want this to have the function of that building. I don't want it to be functional. Because if I'm going to do something functional, I'd rather just throw this in here like that. And turn it. To be something like that. And then I want parking lots. Big parking deck. Does that fit the aesthetic of what we've got going on here? Not really. That's too many employees for this kind of an area. It's definitely going to be one of these smaller parking lots. Been live for 2 hours and you've had minimum 3 people in here the whole time, up to 6. Hell yeah. How's everybody doing? You guys are not a chatty bunch, you know that? You're a bunch of lurky turkey ass motherfuckers. You know that? Let's do something like that and then do one of the larger parking lots over here. Or a side lot. Yeah, one of the larger side lots, I think. Turkey ass. Bunch of lurky turkeys. And then this is gonna be more of like your boss. You manage your parking kind of areas. I think I need a smaller one, like just that. I think just one. Because we want most people to park over here. Walk across and come inside. This building needs its own set of parking as well. We will do something like that. We'll put a third one down. And then we'll turn it. Yeah, okay. Something like that. And, you know, obviously we'll detail around to the back of this. It won't be that big of a deal. Let's grab the district tool. I don't really want our industry to pass this Morgan Street. I don't really want it to pass that. I want it to be kind of contained. So let's add a industry area. We want this to be focused on, I guess, just generic industry. Paint industry area. What do we want our industry area to be named, fellas? You know, I let you guys choose every time. Anytime we do a district, you guys get to pick it. We'll take this set of roads as well. And we'll bring Gold District down to meet it. And Sandbush can come in right here. That works. Crorkin, my John Porkington and shit. Raccoon. Okay. I'm tracking. What do we name in the industrial area? Because it's gonna fill out a little bit more, but I want it to mostly be pretty small. Here. Who else be crushing their water bottles? Actually, I think Baja Blastington. Donald. I think in honor of Joy Joy Boy 777 being here since the start, I think we're gonna call this Joy Joy Depot. Joy Joy City. No. No. Joy Joy Park. Because they always call like industrial parks, and I always think it's so weird. I didn't save. Joy Joy Park. We blowing each other up. Quit blowing each other up. So now, industrial area. Oh, we could put some offices. Offices satisfy industrial demand, but obviously they look right here. I mean, they look very officey. So let's just do a little bit of industrial. We can have a little bit. Actually, let's not have any right here. I like this being kind of open. Are there any services that need to be over here? This is just all your industrial stuff. Oh, we could put warehouses. I forget about that. Do we have the bakery anywhere? We don't. So we could have the bakery over here. It's pretty industrial looking. Yeah. Go Nuts Donuts. Yeah, it's pretty industrial looking. We'll keep it right there. What else we got? We got warehouses. I know that. I mean, that was something I wanted to make sure that I put in. Warehouse with a railway connection. That's fire. Which side's the rail on? The wrong fucking side. Okay. Let's blow this thing up. What the fuck? Is there a different one? Is there one with a better setup connection than that? Okay, guess not. Yippee, guess not. Okay. So we will just we'll just move it to be better connected. It's just in such a shitty spot too. Why does it come out at an angle? Okay, we just can't use that right here. It just doesn't fit. Don't fit. Can we just put another cargo train terminal? Would that be diabolical? I don't feel like that's all that crazy. I don't feel like that's all that crazy. And then in the middle of that, we can put some extra. We can put some extra little industrial spot looking shit. Let's do some. Have I unlocked the like industrial decorations? When do I get that, huh? When do I get industrial decorations? What is this? Warehouse yard? Let's get rid of this fuck ass setup that we got going on right here. Get rid of those. Can I please put a warehouse down? Okay, the terrain's all sorts of fucked up right here, but that's okay. We're just gonna smooth that out. We're just gonna smooth that out. Store. Store, Store. Animal products. Then have this one store flour. And have this one store... timber. We haven't done forestry yet. Oh, Waffle House? What are we talking about, Waffle House? Me when my Donald is back in the game, Yahoo, Dollar General, Waffle House. What are you fellas yapping about? What are we discussing? What are we talking about now? Industrial concrete. Industry loves concrete. Let's get rid of some get rid of the trees. And we will decorate this whole area with more industrial props. Yippee! Cool, there we go. And so I don't have the full list of props because I don't think my Rico is working exactly as it should. So I'm still waiting on that because I think I should be able to place down that little trucks and stuff. Your city needs a Dollar General and a Waffle House. Okay. I'm sure we can make that happen. Let's extend Gold District. Let's get rid of this section of road. Let's see, I want it to come out 10 units. Turn to 145 degrees. And go up to 15 meters. And then I want it to 10 units. $145 down to 0. Is that correct? That does not look correct at all. Also, what the fuck is this? What's happening here, huh? Let's not do that again. Thank you. Thank you. Let's not do whatever that was. Fantastic. Okay, so that's not the cleanest. That's definitely not the cleanest work we could have done. But at the same time, no, yeah, actually that's gonna bother me. So let's not do this. Let's go. Let's do something like that. Turn off guidelines. Move this in a little bit. Okay, that's almost perfect. I would say that's pretty perfect. Okay. And then we're going to come out, road guidelines, 20 units, go down to the ground. 20 units. Get the fuck out of here. 20 units down to the ground. Stay elevated, please. Ten units. Close enough. Yeah. That's infinitely cleaner. That's so much cleaner. That's got me doing things. It's got me feeling things. Why the fuck are we losing so much money? Where are we losing so much money from? Oh, and now we're gaining. I guess that's just my farm exporting. It's a pretty big jump, though. Are you really? Yeah, dude, we have so much more output of just raw resources that we don't need. We're gonna have to... We're gonna have to expand. Because we're just producing way too much and we're not using it. That's okay. Oh. Don't... Oh, my mouse died. Okay, I was about to say, don't tell me my game froze. My little mouse died. You guys enjoying City Skylines? Like, is this... You guys like this as a stream game? Okay. Can you charge, please? There we go. Okay. How long have I been streaming? Like right at like 2 hours. Let's finish out this little bit of industrial right here. I want to just apron this a little bit, I think. Oh, that's actually awful. 2 hours, 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I want to finish out this little bit of industrial. Redo these roads when the time comes. That'll work. Yeah, that works, that works. Let's get rid of this one as well. There's no point in that. This will come over and connect to here. So for the time being, I need all of you fellas to route down here, and then this is going to route up to there, I think. This is going to turn and come up to 90. This will come across. Yes, let me finish out this little bit of connection work, since I do want this to eventually become a residential area. Let's come down from here. There we go. Much better. And then we'll grid it in this direction with this little arch running through the center. What? The fuck are you doing that for? There we go. Do we just have like a node right here or something that I don't know about? No? It's just geeked. Okay, I got you. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna run a grid across this edge right here. What is that? Ice cube factory? That don't look like no damn ice cube factory. Alright, what kind of roads do we want for our new area? I really like using these little alleyways. I feel like they look good. Is that straight? Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, and we'll zone that in for residential, since we've already got commercial right here and we got services over here in Sandbush. And we'll have it kind of docked up against this this industrial. And since the warehouses don't put off any actual pollution, this zone shouldn't get too bad. Shouldn't. Big word. Shouldn't. But you never know. You actually never know. Let's also upgrade this. Fantastic. And let's grass line this back edge. Yeah. Cool. I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot. Let's go ahead and zone. Put it on power. Fine. Electricity. Fine. Garbage. Fine. Ah, that's traffic. Don't mean garbage. Garbage is fine. Okay. Alright, the medical in this area needs to be, boom, fire. We've already got that area for fire. Police, right across from medical. That works. No schooling over here since there is schooling in Sandbush. Oh, actually there's not schooling in Sandbush. Crazy. Okay. Okay, that works. That educates them. Parks. Let's throw some parks down. Small park with trees. Put that right. John. Okay, and then parking lots. Okay, and then we'll put another playground. Actually, I need the playground to be here, and I need these to be over here. Like that. There we go. Cool. Zone all this in. And I think I actually want this area to be low density. This area just would fit better with low density. Yeah. Okay, I'm liking that. We'll put some commercial over here. That'll feel correct. A little bit of industrial. Thunder me cracking. Yeah, and then after this stream, fellas, I think what we'll do is we'll take a break for a little bit, and then we'll see how we feel on YouTube in a couple hours. We'll play some From the Depths. That sound good? Sounds good to me. Let's do some more residential. Swag. Yeah. I actually don't really want a whole lot of stuff on this. This area right here, because I'd like to have a lot of this be parks. Let have a lot of this be parks. Yeah, that looks much better. So let's do right here. I actually don't really need anything. Let's put some trees down. We haven't done trees in a while. And then I don't really want... Actually, I think I want this to all be aproned as well. With concrete. I want that to feel like a pretty... like, explicit industrial zone. That too. There we go. And we'll get rid of the trees in this area then. Yeah, something like that. And then let's do some fence. Grab that, and it'll go all the way out to there. Cool. And this will be all of that company's property, just like this big area. And then this will come over to here. And this will also get... something like that. Perfect. Yeah, there we go. I'm liking that. So let's drag... Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, that's looking good. Okay. We don't have any rocks. We need rocks. I feel like rocks add a lot. Yeah, I feel like rocks add a lot. You know what else adds a lot is the zoo fence. Since it's white, it looks super pretty. Something like that. Let's angle that a little bit. Yes. Could actually put another park. We could do the botanical garden, since I have been wanting to use it for a little while. Right there doesn't fit, doesn't look bad. Put a couple trees down around it. Yeah, that's not bad, man. That's not bad at all. And we'll expand this out over into here when we purchase our next tile. Gold District looks a lot better. Gold District actually needs some trees. And of course, you know, we're going to go back and put park pathway as well, because that's something that's missing. And might as well do the key while we're thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I can't wait to get rid of these shit pumps. They're so ugly. For the time being, though, that's really about as good as we can get. Low fucking key. Let's also bring this down to here. We'll curl it off on each end. Something like that, yeah. Yeah, dude, that looks so much better. Pinch it off, shake it out, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. This is a lot better than what it was. And I really think extending this out over into here as like a little box wouldn't be bad. Grab the alleyway. Yeah, okay. And then we can put zoning on that as well. Me too. This is probably one of the best looking cities I've ever made, and if you think this looks bad, then you should see the other shit I've made. Whoa. If I still had any of my old city saves, we would take a trip down memory lane looking at those. They were awful. They just had roads going all over the place. Anywhere they'd fit, really. I was like, yeah, house looks like it fit there. House looks like it fit there. I didn't do this. Like, I didn't individually zone each house. So, normally in the game, you can just use the paint bucket to just fill areas, and it just fills the entire zonable area. And the issue with that is that houses are sized per their zone area. And the largest zone that you can do for low residential is 4x4. 4x4s look the best, and they're usually the best to have zoned. So I like to prioritize those. And you'll notice that I haven't really done any 2x2s anywhere other than these. It's because I like that one. This in a row would look fantastic. Those together look awful. Manually zoning, and I mean placing down the houses individually by hand, I really like doing that because it just looks so much better. But we're not building this for zooming in and looking at it. We are building this to view it from about here. And really, from about here, this looks fine. And that's all it should do. It's a city. I'm not micromanaging each and every individual house. If I want to do that, I'd play Sims. I like decorating, and I like zoning. I like roads, too. I really fuck with roads. When did the gray housing... The gray roads... Can we turn snapping off, please? I actually don't know if they'll walk down that. Be interesting to see. Bro, why are we snapping? I'm gonna leave those there to act as driveways, little divider style driveways. But I don't know if they'll actually be able to use those or not. Let's see, we can put another house right there. I'm liking this a lot. Let's see, and then we'll connect this to here. Connect this to here. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Okay. And then I feel like it'd only be right to have a little walking trail. Something like that. I like that. I like the wiggly trails. Let's go. Something like that. Yeah, so like if you wanted to, you could walk all the way across the city through there. Let's see. Yeah, man. Super walkable. Me when it's walkable. Me when the city that I designed is ideal. Is an ideal space. Real. What we got going on here. I like this. Much better. Much better. Oh, it looks so good. You have returned. Well, in leaving, we have finished expanding Gold District. It looks much better. Much, much, much better. And we've added little fences and stuff. Right. Got a little garden, got some little walking paths. Look how many people are walking around, man. They enjoy this place. I don't know what happened to you. Look how many people are like just walking around enjoying the space, man. It's so nice. Hear a little bicycle chime. Hell yeah. These people might want some privacy, low key. These people might want some privacy too. Let's call this all of their yard. You know, like they own like this whole big yard section over here. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe they share it with their neighbor. This is all like a little area that they go to. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. This road needs a fence now because it's a little more open and busy than it was. All right, so we got a lot of industrial traffic using this section of the road. You know, this would normally cut right through here. Displace the botanical garden. I guess we could cut it down right here as well. Let's do that. That'd probably be better. Something like that. That should help alleviate some traffic. Yeah. Okay, speed limit. Yep. Yes. Okay, cool. Something like that. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this a lot. Let's make this whole perimeter road speed limit of 40 miles an hour. That seems correct. I think 35 would actually be the speed of a road like this, but I don't give a fick. Cool. Okay, now we just got a lot of traffic here. It's because that is a... I don't want this lane to be able to turn out and go left. I want this lane to be the one that has to turn out and go left. And then this one right here. Straight, 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 straight. Yeah, that works. Okay. That should alleviate a little bit of the traffic. Let's also make this our main road. Yes. Yes. How's our traffic look? That's only red because it's bad. That's red because it's got all of our industrial traffic. Honestly, this area over here is doing just fine. This area right here needs another highway connection. So I might end up putting a connection over here and running it down. That wouldn't be bad, because then I could loop this. Yeah, that's actually not bad. That'll be what we do next episode. Is we'll expand over into here. This will get extended and come down. And then this road right here that runs through all of these, will eventually end up routing around and looping to try and ease down on some of this industrial traffic going through here. Since we don't want it going through here, ideally. We'd want it to come down and maybe service these areas, or come down and service this area. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Death care. Okay, we need more death care. Gotcha. Need more death care, but where do you want to put a cemetery? Maybe over here wouldn't be a bad gig. And we'll have to just move that at some point, because I don't want that to be there forever. Yeah. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're just taking it square by square, moment by moment. We need to expand onto this island, so maybe a small bridge right here. And extend the farms over here for manufacturing. Maybe, because we could put we already need to put a interchange right here to do the mall. Interchange right here. Could loop over. Yeah. Okay. We've got options. We've got lots of options. I've had lots of fun, fellas. I always do. Beer County. Beer County. Save. Quit to desktop. Hell yeah. All right, that was a little bit longer of a stream than I had planned on, but that's okay. You know, that's how it goes. I'm going to take a break for probably about 3 hours. Take about a 3-hour step away from this, and then when we come back to stream, we will be over on YouTube, and we'll be streaming from the depths. Yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Little calmless stream. How many people did I end with? How many people did I end up having stay to the very end? 5? Hell yeah. All right. Well, hello, 5 Lucky Turkeys. One point I had 8. Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's better than it has been. Better than it has been, and that's what's important, you know, is that slowly climbing up. Hopefully I see all you people over on YouTube. But I'm gonna quit yapping. So I'll see you fellas. Bye.